The gentleman from New York, Mr. Torres, is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. During so-called Liberation Day, Donald Trump imposed tariffs on territories populated not by humans but by penguins. He imposed tariffs on countries with which the United States runs a trade surplus, not a trade deficit. He imposed tariffs on products that cannot be produced domestically, which means a higher cost for American consumers without any benefit to American manufacturers. He imposed tariffs on impoverished nations like Lesotho, which cannot afford to buy as much from us as we buy from them. If President Joe Biden had put in place these absurd tariffs, every single Republican, without exception, would have condemned his trade policy as the height of incompetence. And you, Mr. Bessent, would have joined that chorus of criticism. There's no doubt in my mind. But swap out Biden's name for Trump's, and suddenly the moral outrage from Republicans vanishes like magic. I have a simple yes or no question. Do you think excessive taxation undermines the competitiveness of American manufacturing?
Yes, sir.
Now, the Trump tariff regime is a breeding ground for the excessive taxation of American manufacturing. Consider as an example Intel's manufacturing of CPUs. Intel sources foreign components, which is subject to the first layer of taxation. It then manufactures the CPUs in the United States before exporting it to China, which will face a second layer of taxation. And finally, China will export the CPU back to the United States, where it will face a third layer of taxation. Taxation upon taxation upon taxation of American manufacturing goods. Do you think that kind of compounding taxation of American manufacturing goods like Intel CPU will strengthen or weaken American manufacturing?
Sir, I just want to be clear. You're saying that taxes raise cost.
I'm sorry?
Sir, you're saying that taxes raise costs.
Taxing the intermediate goods that go into a manufactured product raise costs, yes.
So you're saying that taxes are inflationary.
Taxes are inflation, yes.
Good, then we should cut taxes.
In the context of tariffs, yes.
Then we should cut taxes, and you should join the...
Can you answer my question about the tariffs?
In the tax bill.
Can you answer my questions about the tariffs?
I'm not sure I understand.
CPU's Intel would face Intel CPU would face 3 levels of taxation: the taxes on the foreign components, the U.S. taxes, and the Chinese taxes, or the Chinese tariffs. Do you think that kind of compounded taxation hinders or helps American manufacturing?
I think that strategic American manufacture is very important, like Intel, and I think we have to bring that back to the U.S.
Do you think taxing intermediate goods that go inside American manufactured products helps or hinders manufacturing?
I believe that, as the Intel example you give, we have to bring these strategic industries back to the U.S.
We're not going to bring every component. A Boeing aircraft, 747, has 6 million components. There is no universe in which we're going to manufacture all 6 million components in the United States. And so if you impose a tax on those foreign components, you are hindering the manufacturing of Boeing 747 here in the United States. Do you even acknowledge that?
I acknowledge that the supply chains, they are wide, but we've also, for the automakers, we have given an exemption.
I'm not asking about the automakers. I'm asking about Boeing aircraft. Let me move on. Critical minerals are essential to the military defense of the United States. China controls almost all of the world's rare earth mining and almost all of the world's critical mineral processing and refining. The Trump administration has chosen to wage a total trade war with China without first building a critical mineral supply chain here at home. Right? Just like it would be foolish to enter a car race without enough fuel in the tank, or enter a weightlifting competition without sufficient strength to lift the weights. It seems equally foolish to wage an all-out trade war on China without a domestic critical mineral supply chain, breaking China's strongest chokehold over the United States. The CCP's chokehold on critical minerals and rare earth elements is a precondition for winning the trade war against China. Do you agree with that?
I believe that we have to bring the rare earth, as you correctly said, processing back, or not even back to the U.S. We have
It's not only processing, it's rare earth mining as well. And it's critical mineral processing and refining.
Strategic minerals.
And the weaponization of critical minerals against the United
rare earths
States
are
is
not
the
that-
opposite of making America safe again.
Rare earths are not that rare. Processing is rare.
The mining is rare too. We have a insufficient mining industry here in the United States, and you know that.
Good, then I'll hope you'll join us in the deregulation of many of these onerous mining requirements.
I think my time has expired.